certainly were you my co-host? You have been. It seems like we've been together forever now. We're an old married couple.
Too long.
Hey,
right.
But when I revealed that VHS set was done through John Arezzi.
Yes, I was here when we had John.
Okay, all right. Well, just for the people, it bears repeating again. When I had left WCW and I was setting up Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and John Arezzi was doing his radio program, and he was doing the Weekend of Champions conventions, and he was doing some stuff, and I've been up here. That's where we saw Buddy Rogers with Ric Flair, and Bruno was there, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, he had said, hey, how about, you put together a tape of Midnight Express and I'll sell it on my radio show. And I said, well, okay, because I hate these fuckers as WCW. And nobody owns this shit or doing with it anything with it right now anyway. Or who's going to sue me or whatever the fuck. Was it going to even sell? Because this is VHS almost 30 years ago. So I put together the stuff and sent it to him. And he says, and I never hear anything again. The backstory becomes that my fan club president, this like 13, 14-year-old kid on Long Island that had written me and asked me if he could be my fan club president and put out bulletins. And he was a nice kid. And I said, sure, go ahead, whatever, I'll write something for you. Here you go. Boom. You're a wonderful young man. He had gotten John Arezzi, a sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, for John's radio program, his wrestling radio program. And then this guy had become partners with John in a couple of business ventures, of which the sales of my goddamn videos were among them. And then the guy and John had a falling out, and then John just got out of the business, and I never heard anything more about my videos, and my fan club president went away too. He probably discovered girls. But the guy that was in the middle of my fan club president and John Arezzi, who basically fucked me on any sales that ever became of those. Obviously, you bought one, Brian. They sold one.
I traded for one, so they didn't.
Okay, well, there you go. Somebody bought it. It was out there. That man's name was Vince Russo. So I had to deal with that here on the program. We ought to put that. Is that up on the YouTube, corny YouTube?
That certainly is. Yes.
Yeah. Well, everybody for the complete, unvarnished, full fleshed out story of when I discovered this, when I had John Arezzi as a guest on the program here and discovered that my fan club president was responsible for getting that fucking idiot in the wrestling business to begin with. And he had fucked me on something before I even knew that I'd ever been fucked by him. You can go and find it on corny YouTube.
Can you imagine if there was like an industry of people writing books about the Cornette Russo feud? They would have to go back now and have a new beginning chapter because of this revelation last year.
But it's a prequel. We're doing this thing like they did Star Wars. There's more going to come out at the beginning and at the end. So I hope something comes out at the end.